On behalf of Ella Ola, welcome to Baby Massage 101. Ella Ola is a science-first, plant-based skincare brand created by parents who want the best for the next generation. And the products meet the highest standards of safety, efficacy, with industry-leading certifications, quality testing, ingredient transparency, and sustainability practices. We ban over 2,500 potentially toxic ingredients and search the world for only the best in each formula. And we're really excited to have all of you guys here today to continue our commitment to offering the best for families. We're on a mission to educate about the benefits of baby massage. And we're thrilled to have Elina Furman, who is a certified infant massage instructor with over 15 years in the baby products industry. Baby massage is something that's done all over the world and is slowly catching on in the US. And Elina is at the forefront of that movement. She's deeply passionate about spreading awareness about the importance of infant and child massage, and earned her infant massage certification after talking to many parents who were confused and bewildered about how to best perform it on their child. She is also the inventor of Call Me, which is the first baby massager. She's conducted education for many, many brands like Love Every, Mama Glow, Goo Goo Guru, and has been featured in countless publications. So we're really happy to have her and excited for you guys to be able to learn from her. If you have any questions during the presentation or after, just put them in the chat and Juliet and I will try to get to all of them at the end. So again, thanks for coming. And Elina, over to you.
Welcome everyone to Baby Massage 101. And I don't know if anyone has a baby with them today, but if you do, you feel free to turn on your camera and show off your baby. But if not, you can also glean important tips today from the presentation. So why do we do baby massage? And thank you for the intro, Sarah. But yes, it's been around for thousands and thousands of years and passed down from generations in Indian cultures, Pacific and Caribbean, Asian cultures. So this is one of those things that where in India, for instance, they hire baby masseuses to come to your house, just like a night nurse would be hired maybe in the US or a lactation consultant. It's that important. And the recent evidence shows that babies who are massaged grow faster, they thrive more, they're more emotionally attached and bonded, securely attached to their caretakers. So there's so many benefits. We haven't even touched on sleep, which is a huge concern for all new parents, colic, gas, constipation. So massage can help with any ailment that your baby has. So, oh, I see a baby. So let's talk a little bit about how to set up the massage practice. So first you'll want to take a moment to center yourself. And maybe we can do that and take a deep breath, because the most important thing is that you are calm because you are relaying all your emotions to baby. So take a deep breath for a minute and then release. Now you'll want to put a hand over baby's chest. This is called a containing hold. And this is your first point of contact with baby. So this makes baby feel secure. And this is when you begin to really interact with the baby, because baby massage is all about learning each other's cues. It's all about bonding and connecting with your baby and learning about what makes them tick. And that will change every day because babies grow so quickly in the first year and 3 years of life. So then once we do the containing hold, we'll ask baby if they want a massage. So what I do is I'll take a little bit of the Ella Ola baby massage oil and I'll just put a quarter on my fingers. And then I'm going to rub my hands together to make sure that that my hands are warm. And then this becomes almost a sign, a baby language sign for baby. And they anticipate this cue and they will look at you and they will, when you ask them, do you want a massage? They will indicate through non-verbally whether they're interested in a massage by smiling, by making eye contact. The adverse of that is if they scrunch up their face, they're tense up. So that means they're not quite ready. So when we start a massage, we want to make sure the area is calm and comfortable for both ourselves and baby. This is an opportunity for us to relax as much as it is for baby and to really have that moment of connection. So you'll want a towel, you want your oil nearby, you want dim light music, dim lights and some music, relaxing music as well, because that really sets the scene. But again, you don't have to have everything perfect to do a great baby massage. And that's my point before we go into the demonstration. Baby massage is super intuitive. A lot of people worry that they will hurt baby or they don't know how to do it. You touch baby thousands of times every single day. So it's very easy to incorporate baby massage because it is just using your hands to stroke in a rhythmic way. So you can do the massage when you're changing during the bath or when you're playing, doing tummy time. So let's start with our massage. And I'm going to start on the legs. Now, a lot of times people start on the belly, but I often say, especially with babies who are just maybe having some tummy issues or they're just getting used to the routine of baby massage, you'll want to start with the legs that are least sensitive and most active. So this is called Indian milking, and you'll want to kind of put your arms around the thigh, the upper thigh, and draw each arm rhythmically up towards the foot. And you want to maintain contact with make sure your hands remain in contact with the baby because that makes them feel very secure. So after that, you'll want to do it's called a Swedish massage. And then you'll just use your hands and create C's and you'll just ring going up, create a ring and going down. Now on legs, you'll want to use a medium pressure because they're least sensitive. But again, with very young babies, you'll want to be a little lighter. If you're too light, baby will get ticklish and they might not enjoy the massage. Once you've done this 3-5 times on each leg, always repeat on the other leg, which you did on one side as the other, you'll go to the feet. So baby's feet are full of reflexology points, and colic and constipation is obviously a huge problem. So you will want to massage baby's feet, and you'll start with it's called fanning. So you'll just start with your going up from the heel to the toes. And then you'll also rub across from the inside of the heel to the outside. And then you'll make little circles in the solar plexus. So if your baby's constipated, you might want to repeat this massage on both feet a few times a day because that will clear them out. Now we're going to show you how to do the tummy massage. So we'll go to that next, and then we'll go to chest, and then we'll go to arms and face. So tummy massage is super important because you'll want to go clockwise. So you'll always start on baby's right side and you'll go left. And so so you just want to do going around the wheel, and you want to create a little paddle with your hands, and you want to apply a little bit of a firmer pressure. You'll want to also at that point make little circles going around in each quadrant of baby's belly. With newborn babies, you want to avoid their belly button because a lot of times their umbilical cord hasn't fallen off yet. So you'll do that a few times for about 2 minutes. And then we're going to do something called the paddle. And you're going to make a little paddle with your hands. And you're just going to go down from right below the sternum to the pelvis, just like this. And you want to go in slow motions because this is very calming. And another great tip is to narrate what you're doing to baby, because that is the early language blocks. And babies really learn about their bodies by us talking about and labeling all their body parts. Now we're going to do the chest. And this is great for chest congestion. A lot of times babies phlegm hasn't developed and they can't really bring it up. They can't cough yet. They're very immature systems. So you'll want to grab almost around baby shoulders and pull down towards the belly, around the shoulders and pull down from the belly, using the pads of your fingers to create that pressure. So you'll be doing that 3-4 times for about a minute or two. And then you're going to do the heart stroke. And the heart stroke is you just start right above the sternum in the middle of the chest, and you pull your hands out and you meet right above the belly, just like in a heart formation. You do that a few times. Now we're going to do the arms, and it's really the same as the legs. You'll want to do the Indian milking, where you're kind of wringing the arms going down. And when you're going down away from the heart, that's a relaxing motion. So at night, you'll want to do the massage, pulling the blood away from the heart. In the morning, you might want to stimulate baby a little more. So you'll want to go up also towards the heart. And then of course, the palms, they also have a lot of reflexology points in the palms. So you will want to just use your thumb to gently, they often have their fists closed. So just gently pry their fists open and then do a little rolling action on their fingers. So now we'll do the face. And the face, people say that a lot of times some babies don't enjoy baby massage, but on the face, but I really like it. And as long as baby gets used to it and you do it daily, again, the benefits are cumulative. It's a really relaxing tool for getting them to sleep, for helping with congestion, and also for teething. So I just took a little bit of the Elina Soothing Baby Face Cream, which is perfect for a nice, relaxing baby face massage. And you'll just want to make little strokes going out from the inside of the forehead out to the temples. And then you can circle your hands all around to the temples and down to the cheeks. And this just relaxes baby, especially if you're trying to get baby to sleep. You'll just want to pull your fingers apart very gently, slowly, and rhythmically. Now for congestion, we'll want to go right on the side of baby's, the bridge of their nose, avoiding their eyes, of course, and pull down and around to the temples. You'll want to use a more gentle pressure here, and only if one finger, the index finger. And this really helps them expel phlegm, and they can get very congested at a young age. So for teething, we'll want to start right at the top of the mouth and draw a smile right to the cheeks. And this really massages their jaws. And we'll repeat that with at the bottom of the mouth going up. And you'll do that a few times. Now, the ears are also wonderful to massage because they have a lot of sensitive reflexology points. So I always recommend scooping up from the cheeks and then massaging down the jaw by making little circles. Again, babies hold a lot of tension in their jaws from feeding, crying. And so this really releases tension and helps them relax. And so you'll want to repeat that on that other side as well. And again, you can do a head massage, because this is super relaxing for baby, just a very light head massage, because babies have soft spots on their head. And so you'll want to really avoid that. So now when we focus on the back of baby, and when I'm showing the massage with baby sitting up, but baby can be sitting on your lap like this, baby can be lying down. And if the baby is just born, a newborn, you'll want to always lie them down on your chest and start with a back massage day one, if you can. So with back, you want to start with circles going down around the spine, right next to the spine. So you'll want to avoid, when you're doing any massage, any bony areas, because those are still being developed. So just make little circles going all the way down to their buttocks. And you'll just do that on both sides. And then we'll do the crisscross paddle, and you just cross your hands going across. And you'll repeat that a few times, and you can repeat with the back of the legs, and that will be the massage for your baby's back. So that is basically a full body massage. You'll want to go try to start with maybe 5 to 10 minutes a day, and then extend your massage to about 20 minutes a day. Again, it doesn't have to be all in one sitting. It can be 5 minutes at the changing table, 5 minutes in the bath. So you don't have to feel stressed. Again, massage should not be about stress. It's really, they even found the scientific studies that maternal issues like postpartum depression and anxiety can be alleviated just by doing baby massage, because it helps mothers become very in tune with their babies. There's really never a 20 minutes of our life where we sit and stare at our baby and connect with them with eye contact and conversation. So this is a wonderful opportunity for you to take that uninterrupted time. It's almost meditative in that state that you're going to be putting yourself and baby into, just to relax. I also recommend washing your hands before you start the massage, taking off all jewelry, making sure you silence your phone just so you're not distracted in any way. Another really good strategy for babies is stretching. So the hips, babies' hips are often very tense because they are being held or swaddled, or they're being carried in a carrier. So it's very important to try to stretch babies' hips at about 3 weeks. And this also helps with constipation and gas. So if you just did the tummy massage, it's very good to pull babies' feet in a few times. I would do this 5 times and then bicycle their legs another 5 to 10 times. And then you can do a hold where you kind of twist very gently baby's legs in one direction, and then you twist baby's legs into the other direction. So it's kind of like, think of yourself as doing yoga, but really make sure that you're being very careful with baby. But it's so important for them, especially when it comes to the digestion, to loosen up their hips, because so much of the intestines are able to clear out better when baby's hips are loose and relaxed. And to finish the massage, you'll just want to kind of finish by doing a little scalp massage and then rubbing your hands all the way down baby's body, just so they know it's time to end the massage. And it becomes something really enjoyable, especially if you're stuck at home, whether it's the pandemic or bad weather. It's something you can always do with baby. And it's the one activity that is going to be as good for you as it is for baby. So I always love using, when it comes to oils, Ella Ola is one of my favorites because it's one of the few that is actually 100% organic and plant-based. And so this is a wonderful oil because it also gets super absorbed very quickly. So babies don't feel like they're feeling wet with the oil, and you don't have to wipe it off afterwards. I'm also going to talk a little bit just for a second about the Calm Me massage wand. And this is the first massage wand, which I created, and it is actually available now, and it vibrates and it allows you to do all the massage that I just showed you, whether it's doing the congestion with the acunodes or doing a belly massage in a clockwise motion. And the vibrations with the pressure allow you to create a different type of sensory experience that is also very powerful and strong. And by combining the Calm Me wand and all the other heads and your hands and oil, you're really creating this optimal sensory experience. So thank you so much, everyone. I can answer questions later, but now I'm going to introduce Dr. Tan, and she's Ella Ola's scientific advisor. And so she's going to talk a little bit about the science behind baby massage. And she's a board certified pediatric dermatologist, a faculty member at Harvard Medical School, and the co-director of the dermatology clinic at Boston Healthcare for the Homeless. She's also happens to be a mom of a toddler named Iris. So Dr. Tan, I'm gonna bring it over to you.
Thank you, Elina, for that introduction. And thanks to all of you for spending some of your Friday with us. I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen because I have a few slides. Can everybody see it okay? Can I just have like a thumbs up? Perfect. Great. I am really honored to be part of the Ella Ola Advisory Board and to be here today to talk to you about the medical benefits of infant massage. As you heard from Elina's wonderful talk, infant massage is a therapeutic bonding technique that has really been used worldwide for centuries. It's been an integral part of parenting in many Eastern societies, as Elina mentioned, but fortunately, massage has become more widespread and popular in Western culture in recent years. And the addition of oils to the massage certainly has many benefits that are backed by modern science. So what exactly is the scientific evidence that infant massage benefits newborns? And most of these data come from studies that have been done on preterm infants that are admitted to our neonatal intensive care unit. And what the investigators have found is that there is typically reduced pain, improved neural development. So this includes the brain and the central nervous system, improved feeding, weight gain, and the weight gain is interesting. It specifically has been associated with moderate pressure massage using coconut oil as well as safflower oil, increased bone density, and less irritability and better sleep. And this is not only in our newborn babies, but also in full-term infants. This is their scientific evidence that it's improved. And it can also help with eczema control. So improves inflammation in various common skin disorders such as eczema. You'll be happy to hear that infant massage also benefits parents, as Elina had mentioned. It certainly reduces stress and anxiety, can improve depression, and absolutely improves the child-parent attachment and bonding. And I'd like to offer a clinical pearl by highlighting 3 rock star oils that can be very beneficial to use with your infant massage. The first is coconut oil, which is really a dermatology superstar, as it has been shown to improve skin barrier, not only in newborn children, but also toddlers and even adults. It also has antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory effects, and some data has shown that it even can prevent the transmission of staph infections. Sunflower seed oil is also a fantastic massage oil that reduces dryness and improves active dermatitis as well as inflammation. And argan oil is a very powerful antioxidant that maintains hydration and definitely softens skin as well. And the Ella Ola baby massage oil contains this oil trifecta, as well as grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, and avocado oil. And I was very lucky to be involved in the development of this product and have used it on my own daughter, Iris, since she was about 1 month of age. She was one of the first newborns to test this incredible oil and has continued to use it for over 1.5 years. I also would like to offer 3 tips of potentially harmful oils in babies. So remember that baby skin is extremely delicate and can be subject to side effects from the application of topical oils. And the first I'd like to warn you about is olive oil, which may increase water loss and cause irritation to the skin. Some of the commercially available baby oils on the market often have hidden fragrance. So be sure that you're checking your ingredients list to make sure that there's not extra fragrance, which can be very allergenic. And finally, a lot of my patients are surprised to hear that essential oils can actually cause allergic reactions and irritant reactions. And the top 2 photos here are 2 of my patients who have developed allergic and irritant reactions from various essential oils. And some of the most common culprits for this include, include jasmine, lavender, tea tree oil, peppermint, lemon, and rose. And as the summer is approaching, I also wanted to let you know about this phototoxic reaction called phytophotodermatitis. And this picture in the lower right-hand corner is an example from one of my patients that developed this reaction. And this is very interesting. It's a reaction that happens from the application of often a citrus-containing oil and then exposure to the sun. So you'll often see on the skin these kind of bizarre appearing hyperpigmented patches, and you can see kind of where the parents rubbed the lemon-containing oil on this child, who then went outside and then developed these brown spots afterwards. So as summer approaches, certainly be wary of some of the oils that you're placing on your child's skin, embrace the good ones that we talked about, and certainly don't forget to use your sunscreen. And in closing, I just wanted to offer 3 pro tips for maintaining healthy baby skin. And this is my daughter Iris here, looking forward to the application of her Ella Ola baby massage oil after her bath time. And the best time to really perform, to put on your first layer of oil is really within about 1 to 2 minutes of getting out of the bath. Remember that this is a key time to lock in moisture, restore the skin barrier, and really prevent that transepidermal water loss that can happen when our skin becomes too dry. Another tip that I like to offer my patients' parents is that oils can be very useful in helping to remove scale on the scalp, particularly that build up in the condition of cradle cap. So what I'll often tell parents is put a layer of oil on, let it soak for a few minutes, and then take a very gentle either toothbrush or baby brush and manually extract some of that scale prior to a good soak in the tub. And after the hair wash, you then reapply oil to the scalp. And if you work at this over a few days, you should be able to adequately treat cradle cap. And finally, my last tip is basically to think about applying your favorite moisturizer after your oil massage. The Ella Ola oil in particular massages really well into the skin. And so it's nice to really seal in and lock in that moisture with another moisturizer. And our baby lotion is really fantastic. So with that, I just wanted to open up the floor for questions, and thank you all again for being here.
I have a question.
Oh, hi, Erica.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Hi, Julia.
Go ahead. I was going to say, you guys feel free to drop any questions in the chat. But Erica,
okay.
no, you, since you're on, why don't you let us know? Anyone else drop them in, and I can read them for you. But
so for me, he's 20 months. He's my third, and he is very mobile, and he's like doesn't stay still. So for me, it's always been very hard to massage him, even if obviously I'm not doing 20 minutes at a time. Do you have any tips for kids? Even reading a book for him, it's like I'm sweating by the time it's been 3 minutes, you know?
Great question. Elina, I'll let you chime in.
Yeah, no, that's one of the most common questions I get. And one is, how long should I massage my baby? And you should, as long as they let you, you should continue to massage them as a child or even a tween, because of anxiety disorders and so much stress relief that offers. So, but as babies get older and more mobile, it's harder to contain them. So I always recommend having some kind of toy that he hasn't seen in a while. So if you hide something he loves, like a teether or something anything that lights up, or a lovey he has, and you give it to him only at that specific time that you're doing the massage. So he'll be super occupied and excited. So you'll be able to kind of get the massage in that way. Another great way is, if your baby is toddler, is having toys or doing it in a play gym, because they have the mobiles and then they have all the other stimuli around them. So if you're doing tummy time, doing their back massage, maybe while they're looking into a floor mirror, and that really helps. And the secret, one of the bigger secrets of doing that is giving the baby and sometimes they say electric toothbrush, but a lot of parents worry because the vibration really occupies them. A lot of parents worry that they'll stick it in their eye. So that's really been really effective for a lot of older babies. But one of the reasons this is very multifunctional, in that you can hand this to the baby, the colony, and it vibrates. So anything vibrational, anything that it provides distraction, a toy that they love, can keep them occupied.
Wonderful. Thank you, Elina. Erica, did that help? Okay, she's on mute.
Yes, for sure. I'm sorry, I meant to unmute and it put, yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Great question. Dr. Tan, Megan O'Neill has a question for you. And this was something that we received earlier when we were getting some questions, and I was also curious too, for my own kids. But she said, are the oils that can cause irritation, lavender, rose, lemon, etc., should we avoid those indefinitely, or only if your baby has sensitive skin? Because I found too, like in the past with my boys, so many oils that I tried before Ella Ola, like lavender, especially because it's like helps with sleeping and calming and all of that. It was like always an ingredient. So would love to know more on that.
Yeah, that's a great question. Both Megan and Juliet, thank you for asking that. And this is a question we commonly get in the clinical space. As in children, their skin barrier is, their skin in general is much more sensitive than adult skin. And we usually advise, parents to really entirely avoid those oils that can cause irritation, because it often takes multiple exposures before you start developing a sort of reaction. And because newborn skin in particularly is so sensitive, and eczema might not actually develop until the first few months of life or so. And so does the combination of having a possible irritant plus a genetic predisposition to developing eczema then cause a rash to develop? Absolutely. So I think as most pediatric will tell us to avoid those essential oils and stick more with more natural plant-based oils. Another thing that I wanted to mention that I've seen in a number of patients is that concentrated oils that are used as diffusers, especially in the bedroom or in local living areas, which make our living spaces smell so great, unfortunately that can cause an airborne contact dermatitis. So I've come in with both parents and children, or I've had patients come in with their children where they have like their face is swelling or their eyelids are cracked and swollen, and oftentimes we think it's an actual airborne contact allergy from diffusers that contain essential oils. So if you have a history of sensitive skin, I would absolutely avoid them and definitely proceed with a lot of caution, even in if you do not have an underlying dermatitis.
Great.
Does that help, Megan? If it didn't answer, you certainly chime back in the chat.
Yeah, and kind of a follow-up to that, Dr. Tan, like organic versus natural when it comes to oil. Like obviously with food, it's probably a little bit different, organic food, but in terms of oils, like what makes an oil organic?
Yeah, great question. So, natural oils are those that are extracted from plants, often using either a pressing or extraction type of technique. Typically, no heat is used, and they're commonly pursued by customers because they're perceived. When you see the word natural, you think that means that they're clean, but there's actually very different. There's a difference between something that's natural versus organic in terms of its safety, its therapeutic value, and really its cost as well. And so it is best to look for that, or to have the words organic, especially the USDA organic seal, because what that means is that product and the ingredients in that product have been grown and processed in accordance with some of the USDA standards, including the rules and regulations, which are very stringent. So those are all the steps that are taken for something to become organically certified. So look for the organic certification over something that is just that's natural, because just because it says natural does not mean that it's good for you.
Right. Great. Thank you. Elizabeth is curious about the ideal temperature to do a massage. Great question, Elina.
Yeah, so you'd want the room to be, you want to be able to be comfortable, but also remember that even if you're warm or you're a little chilly, the baby's probably feeling that a lot more intensely than you are. So I always recommend a basic temperature of anywhere from 69 to 73 degrees, and then keeping a blanket right next to you, because it's a lot of times you think baby's being fussy and they don't like the massage, but really they're just not warm, they're not comfortable. And it's really important to make sure babies they maintain their warmth, because they lose heat so quickly. So especially in the winter, always have a blanket right next to you, and cover baby's body. If you're massaging their legs, just cover their chest, and vice versa. So they always feel a little bit of that security and comfort.
Great, thank you. Kristen has a great question, Elina. Does infant massage require a special certification? Where can we go to learn more in depth about it?
So you can become certified. Yes, you can learn. There are baby massage courses that other certified infant massage instructors give. So you can learn directly from them. There's courses online. You can go, for instance, to my channel on Instagram and Get Calm Me. I do a lot of tutorials. And eventually I'm going to have an app that you will be able to go through classes with. And so there's a lot of tools, but if you do want to become certified in terms of infant massage instruction, there are some organizations, and I could definitely follow up with that and send some.
Great, thank you. Megan is back. Is it not great to bathe your baby every night in terms of skin health and anything else? And what if you do nightly baths and smooth oil on right after to moisturize the skin?
Great. That's a great question, Megan. I would say, you know, every child's a little bit different, and there's two schools of camp in terms of how frequently to bathe your child. You know, some physicians will tell you every single day, other physicians will tell you once a week or every other week. And honestly, the correct answer really comes down to the skin type of your child, whether or not they have active dermatitis, and you know, whether or not they have a lot of background dryness. I'd say most pediatric dermatologists will tell you to bathe either every other day or even 2 to 3 times a week. Although some patients who have eczema that may be predisposed to staph infections in particular, or if they have underlying allergies like seasonal allergies and you're spending a lot of time outdoors, particularly in the summertime, and all that pollen and external allergens is getting onto the skin, that's a kind of a different scenario. And I will advocate to bathe your child every night in that situation. The risk of overbathing is that it can sometimes dry out. And so I love that you mentioned that if you smooth on the oil right after to moisturize, and especially if you lock it in place with the moisturizer on top of that, it really is okay to have nightly baths, to be honest with you.
Great, thank you. Well, let's continue with this one for Dr. Tan. Do you have to use body wash every time you bathe? Also, should you use a washcloth or hands? So that's a good question. I never thought about that.
Yeah. And, you know, there is something, the squeaky clean hypothesis is a little bit of a myth. There is squeaky clean skin is not necessarily a good thing. You know, we don't want to over cleanse our skin because we have a very important microbiome that plays a big role in our oil production and our natural, natural helping prevent natural dryness. And so you do not have to use a body wash every time that you bathe your child. That is actually a myth, especially in really young kids. Once they start to be outdoors and mobile and getting into a lot more potential irritants on their skin, I do advocate for using a body wash. And you don't have to use a washcloth. Again, like if the substance is a little bit harsh, it can be too much and too abrasive to the skin. So your hands and just a little bit of soap can help. Ella Ola actually also has a bath soak that is kind of combined in a very soft muslin tea bag. It's phenomenal. And I find that that's a great thing to use to kind of not only massage your child, but also kind of gently cleanse their skin with great antioxidants and great emollients.
Wonderful. Elina, is massage okay for toddlers? And I guess a follow-up that people asked before this is there a certain age that you would really recommend to kind of stop baby massages by?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, there's really no cutoff for baby massage. Obviously, as adults, as parents, as moms, as humans, human touch is one of the most important ways we communicate with each other. And I have 2 boys who are 14 and 9, and they don't talk that much as they get older. They just want to be on their screens. So what we do is we do massage at home and before bed, and that really connects you. So even if they're an older child, it's wonderful when they love massage, they get used to it, they ask for massage. We all want a foot massage. We all want a head massage every day. So, take advantage of that. And especially if your kids get used to it from an early age, there's so many benefits they found in studies that have shown that kids with anxiety, special needs, ADHD, autism, and all those, even, any spectrum. I mean, we all have definitely, there's anxiety's rising so much in this new generation, obviously, because of all the pandemic and so on. So it's something you can just do to connect you with baby, and also to take a moment for yourself. And whether they're baby, toddler, or child, as they get older, you have to communicate more, and they'll be more communicative with you. So ask them what they want, ask them what they don't like. So that's the benefit of massaging an older child. You can communicate.
Wonderful. Does anyone else have any other questions? If you do, you can drop them in the chat. Otherwise, you can feel free. Sarah and myself are available if you want to email us. We'll send kind of a follow-up to everyone post this Zoom event, but feel free, you can shoot over any emails. We'll send some follow-up materials about Ella Ola, about Elina, Dr. Tan. But If not, thank you, Dr. Tan and Elina. That was super informative, interesting, helpful. Hold on, we have one more that just came in for Dr. Tan. My son has very sensitive skin. He's had baby acne, oh gosh, and some type of dermatitis. I don't know how to say that, all over his body. His skin is more on the drier side. I've been told a little is a lot in terms of bathing and applying lotion. Make sure you're not stripping oils. Can you give your opinion on this?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mary, for that question. It sounds like your son has both baby acne and seborrheic dermatitis, I think, which is the medical term for cradle cap, but it can be very widespread. It's not just necessarily limited to the scalp. And so you've been told that a little is a lot in terms of bathing. Yes. So, you know, we in most cases, if there's a lot of inflammation in the skin, sometimes we have to use like sorts of prescription medications in combination with some natural products and moisturizers. In most cases, if there is, if your child does have underlying seborrheic dermatitis or eczema, which is also known as atopic dermatitis, there can be a problem with the skin barrier, and the barrier can actually, due to impairment, the skin dries out. So we usually recommend actually moisturizing your skin multiple times a day in that scenario. But over bathing, especially if you are using, you know, warm water that's on the warmer side, might be drying out the skin. And then if you are bathing more frequently, you'd want to reapply more emollient. So, you know, certainly what you've been told about not stripping the oils by not bathing too frequently is key, but at the same time, if you're not removing some of that scale that builds up, like just as we talked about, kind of removing some of the scale in the case of cradle cap, it can actually trap bacteria and cause additional problems. So there is a balance between making sure that you're, you know, removing some of the potential bacteria that can build up, and at the same time, you know, by not drying the skin out too much. I hope that's helpful.
Thank you. That was great. Okay, perfect. Well, thank you all. Yes, the video is going to be available. We recorded it. We'll also be doing a few follow-ups. It will be posted on social, but we will have the recording after. But Elina and Dr. Tan, thank you both so much. It was wonderful, great information. And thank you everyone for joining, and feel free to email myself and Sarah for any follow-up questions. And we would love to get everyone some product. If you do not have Ella Ola yet, you need to get your hands on it. So have a great weekend, rest of your Friday, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Thank you. Bye, guys.